Yes, guys, I am here. Finally. I know, I'm back after a while. Today's video is actually going to be a recap of the whole month of July. I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for a next video in less than a week. Guys, quick tour before I just take a break. This is what we've done. All the major disturbances have been cleaned up. I've tidied up this place. I mean, it's obviously missing the floor. I have to sweep the floor, and then my brother's Legos and all of that. But overall, it's actually looking pretty nice. It wasn't that hard, even though I'm sweating right now, because yeah, it was a bit of work. Especially with my dad's tools here, but yeah. Alright guys, so the room, it's finally finished. I cleaned up everything, and it's honestly looking great. I feel great about myself because I haven't cleaned this up. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but for about a month or something. And I know this might look like it's dirty, but most of it is just paint. Like, it's just, I can't really take it off. Then these ones, this is tape, again, can't really take that off. And it's like these little minor details that, I mean, I couldn't really control. But overall, this is looking really clean. This is my Xbox setup, what I have over here. And yeah. Oh, I think I forgot a little detail that I saw while I was over here. I got this little controller to turn the fireplace on and off. Okay, well, it's the start of week 6. It's about 30 degrees outside, and it must be feeling a little bit hotter than that. We're in my backyard right now. It's the summer. Snowball playing on some twigs. And the reason why I wanted to come outside is because I wanted to start off this week by telling you guys something. I've been planning this. I've had a garden for the past 6 weeks or 5 or so, around that time. And we've been growing a lot of plants. And I just want to do an update every week, starting from this week until, well, the end of the summer and into the fall even. And, well, I mean, it's hot. I figured, why don't we go foraging and we see how my garden's doing? So we walk all the way over here in my beautiful garden. We can see I am growing a bunch of plants, obviously with my dad's help. We have our little garden here, and we actually had to put this deer net in because the squirrels and a bunch of small animals were actually eating everything. As you can see over here, this is cucumber. We have planted melon too. These big plants over here, you can see they're tomatoes. Small little tomatoes. These are growing. and they're going to look beautiful in around 2 weeks. We have huge leafy greens here, but I wanted to challenge myself to forage something, to find new stuff here in Ottawa. There's a bunch of forests, and I figured we can find some cool stuff. The other day, we were walking with Snowball, and I found this that seems to be an apple. It's a small apple. We opened it up, another one of these, and it actually did look like an apple. Some of them on the ground, they were already rotting, and they did smell like rotting apple. They had the brown whenever it has a cut or something, and it does really seem like an apple. We found a bunch of other plants that seem to be edible, but we're not really going to eat them. I have been researching a bunch, and we have seen multiple plants that seem, like they are something that we could forage. So I felt, let's go on a journey. Let's go outside, 30-degree weather, and let's find some forageables. We have arrived to our first spot for foraging. These little berries over here, berries are actually the second most common way of dying by foraging. So I think we'll just grab a few to sample them. We won't eat them or anything, but what we are going to do is grab some big leafy greens that we found over here that we know are guaranteed to have something good. So we're here. If you see these in the wilderness, guys, you're very lucky. These big green leaves over here in the bottom, they have something brown. I forgot what they're called, but they're actually really nutritious. All right, so here it is. This is called great burdock. The leaf looks like this. They're huge. You can't really miss them. And although it took me a while to find, this one's actually a really small piece because I grabbed from a really small one. But for example, if I grab from this stalk over here, or from that one, or from all of those in this area over here, then, this place is actually filled with great burdock, and they are actually a really good medicinal plant, and they're great for eating when you wash off the dirt. So I think I'll collect a bit of more, like 2 or 3, and then we'll see on to the next plant. Judging by the size of the stem, this could have been a huge jackpot, but I think I'm just gonna move on to the next plant because my shovel, it's not strong enough for these huge plants. So judging by the stem and the root of this plant, I believe this could either be wild garlic or pig nut, although I'm not really so sure about both of those. But I'll dig it up and see what we can, what we discover. Now I am also going to be boiling some pine ferns, just because they're really good whenever you make them into a tea. When you boil them, they actually have 5 times more vitamin C than oranges, which is pretty crazy in my opinion.
6.5 hours later.
It's gonna be foraging for today. It was actually pretty productive, although I think that I could have gotten some rarer plants if I had explored more. So I think I'm gonna go to a new forest tomorrow and see if we have better luck tomorrow. All right? All right, time to watch some TV. In today's episode of Turkeys Crossing the Street. Truly the most majestic creature in this world. Okay, so I've decided to let my hair grow out, and I'm still waiting until the barbershops reopen. And currently, this is what my hair looks like.
This is